Greetings, my name is Fedra Fateh. It is an honor to be participating in the 65th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. So what is the status of women after all these years? It is a simple question, but it evokes mixed feelings. Of course, we have made significant progress, but at the same time, it is painfully obvious that our work is not done. Despite all our efforts, by almost every measure, women have not secured equal rights, equal pay, or equal treatment by law or by society. Before COVID, the World Economic Forum predicted that it would take us more than 200 years to close the gender gap. And now, over 1 year into the pandemic, women have borne a disproportionate share of the economic and job loss, as well as the responsibilities of educating our children and caring for our elders. Now the gender gap is even wider. The question is, what should we do now? Do we think it is good to do more of the same? More conferences, more reports, more just best efforts? Or do we need to approach the challenge of gender inequality differently? I am a lawyer and strategic consultant. In the world of law and business, we set clear goals with rewards and penalties to properly incentivize everyone. I would like to bring a business approach to the problem of gender inequality. Let's look at Starbucks, Apple, or Nike. When they want to increase their revenues, profits, or market share, or launch a new product, they do a comprehensive analysis of the situation, and they come up with a precise plan. That plan has milestones, rewards, and penalties. And when one business initiative or product doesn't perform well, they analyze the failures and come up with a smarter approach. I think of gender equality as a business that has to succeed in the competitive marketplace of ideas. And because I don't think our strategies to date have yielded a sufficient return on investment of time, money, or opportunity costs, I would like to propose a different strategy. Instead of politely asking a world that is run primarily by men to do the right thing and pay us a fair wage and pass laws that treat us equally and have a criminal justice system that considers domestic violence as important as counterterrorism, I think we need to be innovative and disruptive in our approach to gender equality. I would like to target the top of the power pyramid. Let's focus our limited time and energy on winning the top positions in government and in the corporate sector. Let's make change from the top. Last year, I launched the Lady Boss campaign. Our global gender equality initiative aims to inspire and empower girls and women to lead companies and countries. There are 195 heads of state and 500 Fortune Global 500 CEOs. These 695 positions have a disproportionate amount of power. Now there are only 35 women in these top jobs. Men hold the other 660 positions. The goal of the Lady Boss campaign is to achieve gender parity in these top jobs by 2050. So we need 348 women who are willing and capable of leading. If we achieve gender parity in these top jobs, it is a lot easier to achieve equal pay, equal opportunities, and equal treatment under the law. The world would look very different if we were half of the heads of state and half of the CEOs of the most powerful companies. It sounds like a very ambitious goal, but let's consider what this would mean. It isn't easy to win an election and become head of state. It isn't easy to become CEO of a public company. Not everyone is willing to make that sacrifice and personal investment to make it to the top. The analogy that I like to use is the Olympics. Most of us like to be lazy on the weekend and indulge in our favorite sweets. Not everyone is willing to train like an Olympic athlete 10 hours a day for decades. And still, every 4 years, there are approximately 14,000 Olympic athletes. If every country produced only 100 women willing and capable of leading, we would have almost 20,000 women who could be lady bosses. We don't need all 4 billion women to make this sacrifice. We only need 20,000 women. Let's nurture and become those women who are willing and capable of leading from the top. Thank you.